Come in, please, have a seat. Ladies, gentlemen, and children of all ages, it is a great pleasure for us to be back at the Simcoe County Museum. Tonight, I'm going to show you the newest technology of the 19th century. It's a magic lantern show. Tonight, you're going to see curious things that will excite you or maybe even delight you. So sit back and enjoy as I take you through a journey in time to a cold and wintry December night.
It was wintertime, and a real old-fashioned winter, too. The snow has been falling, and everything was covered with a beautiful white mantle. It was nighttime. The moon was shining brightly. The windows of the houses are bright with the glare from the log wood fires, and outside, one of the largest houses in the village stood some well-wrapped-up figures singing, "God bless ye, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay." Why, bless me! It must be Christmas Eve. Of course it is. And look over there, away yonder in the distance, by the big forest. What is that? An old gentleman in a massive dark red coat, with a long white beard, a large sack over his shoulder, and a big cap over his head. Whatever can he be doing at this time of night? And won't he catch a cold in his old limbs? Not he. Don't you know who he is? It's old Santa Claus, the friend of boys and girls everywhere. This is his special night of all the year, and he is going to try and make a happy Christmas for all the youngsters far and near. Just watch him and see. There, now, from somewhere he has got his funny little sledge drawn by several reindeer, so that he can hurry along from place to place. He has evidently put his sack down in the sledge for the present, and out of his pockets are peeping flags and drums and trumpets and all kinds of toys. I wonder where he is going to take them all. He is going to one of the large houses in the village first. See how quickly the deer fly along the ground across the glistening white snow, while the moon, peering brightly through the trees, shows the way up to the gates. But however will he get in? The gates are locked, the doors of the house are bolted, and all the people seem sound asleep. The lights are all out, and everything is silent. Oh, Mr. Santa Claus never finds any difficulty getting into a house. He has for many, many years paid these nightly visits and knows how to get in without disturbing people. Besides, he really does not want to be seen. So he soon finds his way onto the roof of the house, and up to the big chimney tops, and down he is going, while a wise old owl, who is sitting between two more pots, wonders what old game he can possibly be up to. Ah, here is a surprise. Santa Claus has got down into the room all right, and had put down his big bag by the side of the nursery, and was just about to consider what he should put into the stockings, which were hanging up there as if they expected him, when the master of the house enters with a candle and says, "Hello, Mr. Santa Claus. I caught you at last, have I? My little dears wanted me to see if I couldn't steal a march on you for once, and tell you how much obliged they are to you for all the good things you always bring them at Christmas." "Oh, how do you do?" says Santa. "Now, not a word of this, you know, to the children. They must never know you have seen me, or they will want to know what I am like, and that must always remain a secret. Good night, and Merry Christmas to you." And then away he ran, after filling up the stockings with an immense quantity of toys still hanging all around him, for he has many a visit to pay tonight, and many a stocking to fill before the owners of them wake up in the morning. What a stocking he has here, to be sure, and how he is stuffing it to the very utmost, as he puts his finger to one side of his nose with a smile, and says to himself, "Now this ball is squeezed in so tightly, I wonder how ever the little dear will get it up." And then he chuckles to himself with glee, and off he goes again. And then there was one place where the children were up extra early. In fact, they had been awake nearly all night, and as soon as the faintest streak of dawn appeared, they were out of bed, and Santa Claus had only just time to vanish up the chimney as their feet came pattering across the floor, and their cries of delight as they examined their treasures sounded cheerily in the ears as he went up higher and higher to the roof. Oh, Santa Claus must hasten now, or he will surely be discovered. Oh, the number of houses he has been to with his never-failing sack, but not all to the rich children's homes. Oh, no. Santa remembers the houses where there are little children who are very poorly off, and he feels just as much kindness and love for them. And now he is speeding his way to a very humble cottage, where 2 little children live who have but few joys, and whose lives are generally very sad. For they are weak and ill, and the cold winds keep them indoors, and Santa Claus's heart warms to them as he remembers their troubles, and he determines that all he can do shall be done to make them have a happy Christmas, and hopes that the other children, who have plenty to spare, will also recollect those who have little, and whom life is so hard, and out of their abundance will send something to brighten the dull, weary days of those who know want and trouble. And so, when he descends into this room, he mounts a stool and crams toy after toy into those stockings, while he breathes many a blessing upon the inmates, puffing cheerily away at his pipe and feeling unexpressibly happy. And long, long years ago, he found out the secret that the truest happiness to be had is to be obtained by trying to make others glad. And as the poor children woke in the morning and had spread out upon their bed all the toys dear old Santa Claus had brought them, their hearts were indeed light and gay, while gazing upon the room they saw in great clear letters that even they could read. The famous friend of children had written words, "Goodbye, my dears." And again they said throughout the day, and for many a long day afterwards, "What a dear, kind old man that Santa Claus is."